My name is Bella Schaefer. I'm a senior at Daskell High School, and I fight for the arts. Ever since I was a little kid, I always dreamed about being a huge athlete, a superstar. I wanted to play basketball. I wanted to do gymnastics. I was really hoping to be a football player when I grew up, and I really wanted to swim my heart out. But that dream kind of came to an end in third grade when I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, a diagnosis that changed my life forever when I realized that I was never going to be able to play sports. I continued on in my education, and my diagnosis got worse, and they were questioning whether I was ever going to start walking or running or jumping or skipping. And then in seventh grade, I was introduced to speech, and it was something new and it was exciting and I didn't really know what it was about. But after I was introduced to speech, I was introduced to choir and band and jazz band and morning choir, and it didn't stop there. I started doing marching band. I did kind of everything in the arts. I started acting, and I never really took an art class, but I like to draw stick people from time to time. But the arts really became a huge part of my life, and I was still really envious of all the girls that were in gymnastics and flaunting around in their leotards, and I was really jealous of the boys who were out on the football field because I really wanted to be that. And I started becoming cynical of my life and started doubting why I was involved in the things that I was and why I couldn't be one of the normal kids out there on the field. And when I got put into special phy ed, I realized that I had a lot to be blessed about. I started class with special needs students, and these kids were, some of them were just like me, some of them had cognitive disabilities, some of them had to walk around with a para, and some of them weren't even verbal. And at that point I realized that I was actually way more blessed than I could ever imagine. I began to realize that I have a voice and I'm in speech. I can sing, I can talk, I can play music, I can pick up a pencil and I can draw something, and that's huge. I realized that some of these kids would never be able to have a voice and fight for what they believe in because they weren't even able to say hello most days. And to say hello was a big feat at that. And I began to realize that I needed to fight for those kids. I needed to fight for my friends that weren't able to walk around the school hallways without getting looks from kids because they were special. I began to realize that I was really blessed. And I needed to start fighting for not only myself because I had a voice that I could use, but I needed to start fighting for those kids. Those kids are the ones that will never get their stories told. So the arts has changed my life for forever, and without the arts, I would not be the person that I am today. I would have no group to identify with, and I would have no reason to fight. My name is Bella Schaefer. I fight for myself. I fight for those who don't have a voice and aren't capable of producing that voice. And most importantly, I fight for the arts.